welcome to R&R, Relationships and Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva, and with me is my beautiful wife and star of the show, Corey Silva. You're so amazing.
Thank you. So are you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty, Silva Lending, Silva Property Management, and Happy Nest Holdings. We're super excited to have you all here with us today. Thank you so much for showing up and showing your support. We appreciate you. Well, welcome to the final week of August. September is on the horizon. Who is ready for the end of summer and beginning of fall?
I'm so ready. I've been ready. I love the fall. The fall is by far my favorite season. I like the cool weather. I don't mind putting a little hoodie on every now and then. It's okay. For professionalism, I get to wear my whole suit instead of just wearing the pants, right? Because it's too hot in the summer to wear the jacket too. So I love the fall. And we kick it off with the holiday weekend,
Yes.
which is amazing. When I was younger,
Wait,
September,
what holiday weekend?
Labor Day,
fall?
remember Memorial Day.
What?
No, Labor Day is coming up.
Yeah, but that doesn't kick off fall. Fall is not to the end of September, baby.
Whatever. I'm getting to it right now. I'm jumping the gun a little bit early.
You're a little excited.
A little excited. Well, September used to be my favorite month of the year.
Okay.
So my mom's birthday, September 7th. Brother's the 14th. I'm sorry, the 21st. I'm the 28th, and my grandpa was the 29th. So it used to be like the month.
Right.
Right? Now it's like
So what's your new favorite month?
I don't know. I think it's just a season. I think fall is just my favorite season.
Okay.
Because, our kids' birthdays are in fall.
Why is it not your favorite month? It's your birth month.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not like when you were a kid, right? Like you're so excited about your birthday. I don't get excited about my birthday.
Okay.
I'm not like not excited. I'm just like whatever, right there, even keel in the middle.
All right. I see you. Okay. Well, did fall start early? I don't think it has. It did get a little cool on the weekend, which was nice. I smelled a little bit of that fall air and the cool breeze at night. And when I'm going to Orange Theory early in the morning at, 4:45 when I leave the house, I get out of the class and it's so dark now. It was so sunny last week. What happened? I feel like fall has started early. Well, our producer said it was a little overcast and spooky this morning in the valley. Is it finally getting a little cooler? Can the AC take a break?
I hope so, because our pocketbook needs a break. We've been spending an arm and a leg on this AC. And then
AC
also
is so expensive this year. Why do I feel like the electric bill is almost 3 times the amount?
and we've been having the AC on nonstop for our flip property.
Yes.
And you have to. You have to. When somebody comes in, if the house is 110 degrees, they're going to walk right back out.
Yeah, they don't want to stay there and try to envision themselves in there.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to get
we've
out.
we've been paying double AC bills this year.
Yes, it's crazy.
I think solar panels are in the future. We might need to think of some solar panels for
We're
the
going to
house.
have to look at that. I don't know. I need to do my research. Well, Tanya is here with us. Hey, Tanya. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Tanya.
She said, hey, Chris and Corey. We appreciate you always showing your support. Well, fall starts on September 22nd. Who else is ready for the season to change? I think we already decided we're ready. But before we get there, our producer wants to know, since when did Halloween start in August? When? I mean, all the retailers out there, they've got so much stuff out.
I just came from Costco. And yeah, it's Halloween everywhere. And it's been everywhere for like the last month. So
I was
don't know
looking
if it
at
started in
my-
August. I think
No.
it started in July.
It did start in
Late
July. I was looking at my photos the other day, and you sent me some Halloween decorations. Hey, babe, do you want me to buy this? And it was in July from Costco.
There you go.
So yeah, it's crazy.
And I bought it.
They're all just pushing all the goods on us. So we'll go. And
But
buy
is it working? So are we thinking about decorating already? Like it's probably working, right?
Yeah.
Two
It's
months of
kind of-
Halloween this year.
It's kind of been my tradition. Like every first weekend of September, I end up putting up the Halloween decorations.
Has it been?
Last year and the year before. I think it started during COVID.
Especially if that's right.
During
It
the
started
lockdown.
during COVID where you needed something to celebrate, right? You
was
needed to
like,
be
let's
excited
go.
about something. You were stuck at the house. It made sense. Yes, I do remember doing that. And it's fun. It lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It's always fun to celebrate something.
Right. I'm all for it. Bring it on.
Sign me up.
I mean, I already have the stuff. I'm not trying to go out and buy more stuff since you've already done it.
I know. I support her habit. It's terrible. So she loves Disney. So I see something that's Halloween or anything to do with Disney at Costco, I'm picking it up. Like I got some Tupperware the other day just because it had some Disney characters on it. And I was like, I'll call her just to make sure. Of course she wanted it. So I got it.
Yeah, just don't even call, just get it.
Don't even call anymore. Just get it.
I'm
Yep.
ready. Let's go. Well, the producer also thinks that even grocery stores are already pushing Halloween candy. Are you supposed to buy it and let it sit in your house for 2 months? That's what he wants to know.
Well, here's the question is how long did it sit in the warehouse before it got to the grocery store?
Number one. Yeah,
Number
that's
one.
the real question.
Then it's going to get to our house. Then we're going to pass it out. And we're going to collect candy for our kids, right? And then that stuff's going to stay in there till Christmas or New Year's. And then you finally get rid of it.
I mean, it usually doesn't in our house because we have 2 birthdays after Halloween.
Throw it right back in the
So I
little
put it in the
pinatas.
pinata and I just recycle that candy. I don't want that
There you
candy.
go.
Get it out of my house.
There you go. So it'll be all gone by
But you want to
Thanksgiving.
know what though? Like I think most parents, their kids don't even eat that candy anyways. They just take it and throw it out. It's just like so wasteful.
It's extremely wasteful.
Maybe they have like 1 or 2 candies. Back in the day when we would go trick or treating, we try to eat all that candy.
I mean, I ate all the candy I wanted to eat.
And
You know what
then
I
you
mean?
would
Like,
trade the rest.
I would trade. I would trade the rest the day of.
Right.
The night of. You just empty out your pillow sack.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It was a pillow sack back then.
Yeah, these kids got these fancy little
And you know,
trick-or-treat
it's funny
bags.
because all these kids nowadays are like, oh, they want to go to the big fancy houses, right?
Right.
I mean, not our kids don't say that stuff, but I know a lot of kids do. They go to the nicer neighborhoods to get like the big candy bars.
Right.
Man, I was cleaning up while people were trying to make $1. I was making a ton of nickels because I was cleaning up at the apartment buildings as a kid. And you were hitting these huge, 50, 100 unit buildings.
Right.
And everybody was giving candy. We would come back with a pillow sack of candy. That's a lot of
That
candy.
is a lot. Breaking your back.
But,
That explains it. That's why your back's all messed up.
why-
All that trick or treating you were doing.
when I was a kid. It's all coming back to haunt me now during the spooky season.
Ooh, spooky time. I love Halloween time. Well, covering some topics floating around the internet. Who still loves Six Flags Magic Mountain? I know a lot of people go over here. We haven't been in quite some time, but I used to go as a kid all the time. Leave us a comment if you still like to go. And would you like it if you were stuck in a ride in the middle of a storm?
No. So I always think about getting stuck on Incredicoaster on the loop.
Right.
Man, we better not get stuck on this loop. I think about it every single time we go on that ride.
Is that your fear?
Well, it's not my fear for me. It's my fear to be with our kids.
Just stuck upside down?
And they're stuck upside down and I got to calm them down the whole time. I don't know why I think of this stuff, but
I should have thought about that before I sent Santino on there as a single rider by himself.
oh my gosh,
I
I would
would
have
have
lost my
never
mind.
done it if I
would've
thought of
lost
that.
At least I'm sitting next to him. I could calm him down,
Right?
But that's
He's on
that's
there with some stranger.
that's my fear on a roller coaster. Like something it gets stuck at the wrong time, and we're on it with our kids.
Right. Well, Tanya said Vivian loves going to Magic. And I know a lot of people love going, a lot of thrill seekers trying to go out on these crazy roller coasters and rides. But oh my goodness, did you hear about this? There was a ride in which people were stuck in the middle of a storm in Mexico. I think it was like Mexico City. And we have the video to show you and to react to it.
This would only happen in Mexico.
My gosh.
Because when the storm's coming, they should shut down Magic Mountain prior to the storm getting there. They should already know it's in the forecast.
Maybe it just came out of nowhere. They didn't think it was going to be that bad, but I've seen some really awful things. I've seen video at like in Texas at the water parks from Six Flags where a kid was stuck up on a ride. This is terrifying. Nope. Yeah, no.
I mean, they look safe in there.
No, look how high up they are.
At least if you pee your pants, people would just think it's water, it's rainwater. Just wash away.
Kids all screaming.
You can just pee and let your shame wash itself
That is
away.
way too high up, number one. I would never have gotten on that ride to begin with. How long were they up in the air? Like 10 minutes or something?
Que pedo. Did you hear that?
Oh my gosh.
Nobody
no
seemed
way.
worried though.
No,
Like,
thank you.
Nobody's screaming.
What can you do? Maybe he just started recording in the very beginning. Like maybe toward minute 8, people started screaming.
I don't know. They seem pretty calm and cool about it.
I mean, I don't know.
They're like, we get shot at by the cartels. Like, we're not tripping
How
on
would
this-
you feel
on
if you
this
were up there?
ride.
You're silly. How would you feel if you're up there?
I mean, I wouldn't be up there. But yeah, I'd probably be a little afraid. I think I'd be cool by myself. Again, it comes down to the kids. It got the kids with me, then I think I'm freaking out a little bit.
I mean, at least it was just rain and not wind. If it was wind, ooh,
That's the scarier part. Like if you're swaying back and forth.
no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't.
I am not wanting to go on any rides at Six Flags.
So what happens?
There's no desire for
What
me
happens in
whatsoever.
5 years from now? The kids are of age where they want to start hitting these big roller coasters. You're not going with them?
I'll be on the ground watching. I'll be waving. Hello. Have fun. You got your sister and your brother together.
That's
Have
all
a
we
good
had,
time.
2 of you.
Tanya said I would have died from a heart attack being up there. I think I would have probably had a panic attack. Like, get me out of here.
I think in that video I'd be fine. I think it's worse if you're like, facing
Dangling,
down, like
upside down,
upside down, or just facing down. Like some of these rides,
Tatsu.
you're at the very top before you drop and you're facing down first. I mean, some of those rides would be scary, but I think that was fine. They're still sitting upright. Probably wish they had their phone. They're probably on their phone
That
looking
guy
for a
was on his
signal.
phone.
They're looking for a signal like this. They're good.
Well, speaking of things starting too early for Halloween, Oogie Boogie Bash launches at Disneyland, and the lines are already crazy. Tickets are completely sold out. They've been sold out since I don't know when, probably like January. But seeing as Halloween is the last day of October, we still have over 2 months to get to Halloween. Are people going to get burned out before we even get there?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'll be burnt out.
I don't think I will either.
Maybe
fine.
some of the songs that play on our device, like some of the things that we have, like decorations, some of them play music.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that might burn me out after a while, but then I can just turn it off.
I feel like Disneyland just always tries to capitalize on everything. Like it's about that mighty dollar, right? So they start Oogie Boogie as soon as possible. They keep pushing it earlier and earlier every year. I think, I don't know. I haven't looked at their track record and when it traditionally starts, but they just try to get in as many dates as possible so they could get more dollars.
Well, of course.
It's like 2.5 months,
Well, then they have Christmas right after.
right?
And then after Christmas, they're still celebrating Christmas. So yeah, of course that's what they do, right? And then when it's like the perfect time to go to Disneyland, like in the spring, half their stuff is shut down for refurbishment. Like they're remodeling
Taking everything
something.
off.
Yeah, and they shut down rides that you need to be on. So I don't know, but we still
I don't know.
pay to go to Disneyland.
Yes, we do.
We still want to renew our passes, our keys.
Yes. Ooh, I'm so excited. So Chris hasn't officially agreed to it yet. I mean, he did on the show 2 shows ago, but we'll see. I haven't actually renewed yet. We have till the 9th is when it expires. So I got a little bit of time.
Listen, I have no. I know we're going to renew. I know we're not. I know we are, but I just want to hold on to the money a little bit longer. I want to say, hey, I want everybody to appreciate it a little bit more.
Everyone does
that we have the
appreciate
passes.
it.
And maybe cut somewhere else, right?
I
Cut some
love
spending
how
somewhere
after
else.
a wonderful, magical day at Disneyland, the kids look up at us while they're holding our hand and we're walking to the car, and they say, "Thank you, Mama and Dada, for bringing us to Disneyland." Every single time
They're
they
super
say that.
sweet. Yes,
So everyone's appreciative.
true. I know, but if there's a little bit of a fear that it might be going away and it doesn't, I think even more appreciative,
You
right?
need to stop. And, Tiana, the new ride for Tiana isn't opening up until November. So we got to hit that up. It's going to be all cold. We're
gonna
going
be
to come up
freezing
all
cold.
drenched.
And then I can't ride these water rides with the poncho on. Like you're supposed to get wet on those rides.
Yeah,
You know?
why were okay? So I have to bring this up. We went on the water ride in California Adventure the other day, and it was like 100 degrees. I felt like it was so
Grizzly
hot
River
that day.
Run?
The Grizzly River Run, and this girl put on a poncho. She was like, "I don't want to get wet." I was like, "Oh, did your friends force you to come on here?" Then she's like, "No, I just came on here myself," and I'm like, "Why the hell are you on this ride then if you don't want to get wet?"
I mean,
Maybe she was on it for the experience, the drops and the twirls or something.
possibly. And
I don't know. I just looked at her. I was like, okay.
And it might have been on her list of like, hey, I want to make sure I go on every single ride. at California Adventure and Disneyland. That's a thing.
She didn't want to get wet. Her hair was hanging out. I was like, girl, you want to tuck that hair in though. Tuck your hair in. It's going to get wet. She's like, oh, okay, thanks.
I could deal with being wet. What I don't like is my feet being wet.
Oh, I know. And on that ride, it always gets you. You think you're like hiding your feet by putting them up, but the water shoots out from below and gets people's feet wet all the time.
Just gotta wear sandals, and then you put your shoes in your backpack and you switch them back out.
There you go. So you're going to bring shoes next time?
That ride makes me sick.
For Tiana, you're going to bring your shoes? In November, you're gonna be walking around.
I'm bringing
in sandals.
Okay. No, I'm bringing my shoes. I have my shoes on.
I have a better idea. We'll just get a hotel.
I'll just, it's like in the bayou and stuff. How about I just go barefoot in there?
There you go.
Will they kick you out if you go barefoot?
Probably. They definitely will.
Wasn't there videos before of people collecting the water? They're putting their feet in the water.
They're putting their feet in the water. That's disgusting. Ew.
Yeah, people are gross.
And that water splashes in your face. Yuck. Well, continuing with Disney news, a Deadpool character actor at Disneyland made a super inappropriate joke. This is the first I'm hearing of it. So let's watch the video and talk about it.
Oh, let's see. I don't even know what this is about.
Neither do I. Let's see.
I can't believe Deadpool went there.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Deadpool, what did you do? All right, video's
All right,
getting ready.
Deadpool's dead. Oh.
Cinderpool was late because he had to read every single page in the terms and conditions when he signed up for Disney Plus.
Wow.
I don't get it. They do.
Okay, so what this has to do with, you're laughing. This husband and wife, they went to Disneyland and the wife had a severe allergy and she told them when they ordered the food, but I guess the food had an ingredient in there that she was allergic to.
Sure.
She ended up passing away.
No.
Yeah, she passed away and he's suing Disneyland over it, or Disney. I don't know if it's Disneyland. He's suing them and Disney's arguing, stating because he signed a waiver to his rights in a Disney Plus app that he can't sue them.
Wow. That's dirty.
So bad.
It's very
Number
bad.
one, that's bad. And they're making jokes about it. That's not okay.
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't know how we support this
I don't know.
greedy corporation and go to Disney all the time.
How inappropriate.
I know, but we're still going to renew, right?
I don't know.
It still changes nothing.
I don't feel good about that. Yikes.
Well, we could talk to the kids and tell them why we shouldn't renew.
Go ahead,
I'm ready. We could have the talk.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's move along here. Catching up with the Silvas. So health and exercise. You want to talk a little bit about all this?
I mean, really, I shouldn't be doing the talking because I've kind of fallen off lately.
No, I don't think so. You're really trying to get back into it.
No, I'm trying to get back to like feeling okay.
Right.
Like I've had these ailments with my back and my knee and my leg and yada, just wah, right? Mm-hmm. For a long time. So now I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just need to chill out a little bit, go on walks instead.
Chris took a little break. He was trying to mend his body. And I think now it's just kind of gotten to him where he's over it. He wants to be active again,
I need to be doing
right?
something.
Need to be doing something.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think he has started taking Uma on walks in the morning really early, right? And you went to a yoga mix class the other day. How was that?
I mean, it was different. It's not what I'm used to, but it's called Yoga Mix over at Yoga 6 in Stevenson Ranch because you do a hot yoga class. Mm-hmm. You do a sculpt and flow, which is like weights and stretches at the same time. And then you do a restore at the end, which is like really slow, relaxing stuff. It was a cool class. It was only 45 minutes too.
Oh, that's good. So he's trying. He's slowly getting back into it. And, another big thing that we started doing in the mornings, really because we don't want to deal with all the crazies that drop off, but it's really helping us in other ways by staying active. We've been walking the kids to school every morning. So it's nice. We get to talk to each other. They're not wanting to just sit in the car and wait till the bell rings. We just walk down there, and then Chris and I hit up the park afterwards. Do a little round around the park.
Do some more steps. I love it because I haven't seen the kids excited about going to school, I think, well, especially Santino, all last year.
Right.
He hated going to school.
Right.
And this year he's excited. He's got some pep in his step. He's running down the hill. He's excited to get there.
He comes out of school like dancing. The other day he came out
love it.
dancing. It was the best. I'm like, what a difference a good teacher makes. Because he
Yeah.
came out with some little recognition award and he was super excited. So I'm happy. It's a huge relief.
Huge relief. Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, maybe we should have pulled him out of that class earlier.
That's okay. You can't dwell on the past.
Can't dwell on the past, but it just shows how much these teachers affect and impact your kids. What hopefully for the positive, usually, right? Because it has been. We've had some great teachers,
Right.
but just this one, man, oof, rotten apple.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, getting back to your workouts. So Chris's workout goals have changed so much from when he was younger, right? You were just talking about this the other day. He said he used to work out to look a certain way. Now he just wants to feel a certain way. How many of you can relate to that? Because I know I can relate to that.
I mean, as a guy, right? I don't know. Out of high school, you want to be strong. You want to look really fit, right? Whether just muscles and ripped or whatever you're into, right? I always wanted to have be cool to have a six pack, right? Never had one in my life. But I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care about how I look. It's all about how I feel, right? So
Right.
it's like flexibility is a key part of this, right? I think flexibility is more important than strength, in my opinion. So I think I'm going to be doing a little bit more yoga.
You've been saying this. Just keep going.
I want to be able to walk around, maybe even dance if you want to dance. We're like in our 80s, it'd be cool.
I'm going to be dancing.
I want to live till I'm
Telling
100 years
you.
old. I don't want to just be stuck in a chair or, a
Yeah.
bed.
Exactly. Well, Friday night, we were able to go out on a double date with some new friends and happy homeowners. We had the pleasure of helping them find their first home and help them with their home loan as well. So this couple was such a pleasure to work with. And Chris used to tell me all the time when he'd come back from showing them property or even just meeting with them for their home inspection, how amazing they were and how he thought I would just love her. Right. And he was right. He was spot on. We had such a good time. We went out to dinner, had a fun time with them. We wanted to enjoy Main Street. They wanted to go out to Main Street, right? So we went to the Newhall Refinery and food was okay, but the service was really, really good. And the plan was to pay for dinner. But man, the husband was so quick.
He was so quick on it.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even see the waiter come out.
It was already like, I invited them to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I set it up. So you know that you're supposed to pay.
Right.
Like you don't invite somebody out to dinner and then they pay for it. But that's exactly what happened.
Oh, so nice of them. I was not expecting that. And then after we finished dinner, we went over to the speakeasy across the street. I believe it's called the Sidecar. And they were super jazzed about it because they're like, oh, we didn't even know about this place. I said, yeah, let's go. It sounds really cool. And I had been there one other time. I talked about it on the show before and how I was a little disappointed, but I'm like, man, let's give this place another shot, right? So from the get-go, when you walk in, it's a cool vibe. And I think it's got so much potential. But somewhere, I don't know what is going on, but the vibe is totally off in there.
It's weird.
It's so weird. It's like the ambiance, it seems really cool when you go in. They've got like someone in there singing, and he's singing like Sinatra. It's just like cool, right? And the decor is awesome. The menu looks good. The bartenders are nice, but the people are so loud in there. I'm like, it's in the name, speak easy. Like, aren't you supposed to just be like chilling in there? Yeah, I don't know.
But
And no one says anything to them. Like, I don't know. Isn't that how speakeasies are? Or am I just,
I mean, I don't know necessarily. I haven't been to that many.
we've been to a few.
I know. And it was nothing like
It
this.
was nothing like that.
So a couple things. Like you said, they got like 90% of everything right.
Right.
Right? Food's great. Well, from what I hear, I heard the food's good. The menu looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Drinks are pretty good. Bartenders are great. I love the ambiance. The live music is a cool little addition.
When you can hear them singing. Couldn't even hear the
but-
guys singing.
But
They
here's
were
what-
so loud.
Here's what doesn't make sense, right? The guy singing Rat Pack, Sinatra, that genre of music, he takes a break because you got to take a break, right?
A little water break.
And then they got like country pop on in between. And then you got people screaming. I don't want to go to a speakeasy and feel like I'm at a bar in Hollywood where I got to scream at the person next to me just to have a conversation.
Right. They were like, these people were like, I know it's a bar, but they were like out of control, like knocking things off the table. I thought someone fell over at some point. I'm like, yo, can you just talk to these people and tell them to chill a bit? I'm here to chill. I don't want to, I don't know. It was weird. It felt like very club vibes as opposed to a speakeasy.
Right. And we went to a speakeasy last time we went to one was in Paso Robles. And it was legit. Like, I didn't even know if we were in the right place because it was like industrial kind of like back door, strange to get in there.
That's what speakeasies
Which
are.
was cool, which added to the cool factor of
Right.
it, right? We get in, they didn't even let us have our cell phones. You have
to
gotta
lock your cell phone
up,
away.
which I thought was cool too.
Right.
And then they had music and you can talk and have a conversation without yelling. It was amazing. I love that vibe. They need something like that out here.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they just switch it up. Maybe we should put in a little suggestion and see what they say.
Well, later on in the show, we are going to talk about a meeting I had with new stuff coming to Main Street.
Right.
And then we'll play a little game when we get to that point and see if we can come up with ideas of what would be a cool addition to Main Street.
Okay, get some opinions from everyone. Well, Saturday was Chris's first fantasy football draft. He printed out his cheat sheets. He had his laptop and coffee set up. He was ready.
I was ready at 5 a.m.
He was like, listen, I don't even know. I'm supposed to go to my friend's house, but I'm just to stay home, be in the comfort of my own house and get this thing done. And I was like, all right, babe.
It was 9:30 in the morning.
9:30 in the morning. He was ready to go, and he was on the wrong week. He was a week ahead of the game.
So I log into the draft room, right? And I'm like, nobody's making comments. I'm like, what is wrong with these guys? So then I make a comment. I'm like, is anybody else here? And then immediately after, somebody's like, yeah, I'm here. What's up? Right? I'm like, oh, cool. All right. So we're just early because it was like 9:15, right? And then I'm like, 9:30 rolls around. I'm like, there's no draft happening. And then somebody's like, oh, y'all got the wrong week. It's next week. Oh.
So why do they just pop in though?
No, because we made a comment on the WhatsApp app as well.
Oh,
Because nobody was responding to us.
That's funny. So you weren't the only one who was
There
super
was one
excited.
other guy. So 2 out of 12 people.
You overachievers, you. Look at you. Well, hopefully you get your draft picks that you want
Man.
since you were so early.
You know what? It's fun though because now I have a whole other week to prepare. And prepare for me is like I listen to podcasts, fantasy football podcast in my car.
Right.
That's the preparation I do.
Okay.
And then I'll print out a cheat sheet and go from there. But it's a whole lot of fun. And just to tell you like how popular fantasy football is, while we were with our friends having dinner, they were like, oh yeah, well, we don't want to stay out too late because we got a fantasy draft tomorrow too. They were
You
like,
want to hear something funny? So we were texting the next day and I was like, oh, good luck with your draft picks this year. I hope you win your division, your league. And she was just like, oh yeah, we're getting ready. We're heading out. She texted me about an hour later. Why did we get halfway to my friend's house and the draft isn't till next weekend? Oh no, the next day. It was the next day. She
Oh
got her
my
days all mixed
gosh.
up too. So they were just as excited.
so funny.
They got you guys going crazy with this fantasy football. Shoot.
It's
good
so
thing I'm
much
not
fun.
into it.
It's so much fun. I love it. It's my one addiction that I've held on to for like 25 years.
Well, look at you.
I've been doing it for like 25 years. Can you believe that?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Because I remember, well,
How many times have you won?
maybe 22 years or something. I don't know. I won a lot. Maybe like 10 times.
Wow. Okay.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. Well, of course, we had family dinner on Saturday, and let me tell you, it was a meal. I just have to give a shout out to Tanya. She's so sweet. She's here with us on the show. Do you know that she texted me the very next day at dinner time and was like, wow, Corey, you really, that meal you made was so good. I mean, family dinners are always good, but that had to have been my favorite dinner you've ever made. That made me feel so good.
It did make you
I
feel
was
so
like,
good. You lit up like you're lighting up right
wow.
now.
I know. I was like, wow, I need to be making dinners like that all the time. So
It was like a
everyone just-
Southern dinner, which was like different than what we usually eat,
Yeah.
So Corey makes bomb black eyed peas. We had black eyed peas, some cornbread, salad, and chicken, right?
Cajun chicken.
Cajun
Yep.
chicken. It was
so
really good.
Oh, and then I did some Cajun potatoes too, roasted potatoes.
I missed the potatoes.
Even my dad was like, "Oh, these potatoes are a little spicy, but they're good." And my dad hates spice.
He hates spicy
He
food.
does. He thinks like Panda Express is too spicy. He gets so mad if anything has like a little bit of flavor on it.
If you just mention
So-
Panda Express, like his face turns red. He gets so angry. He gets so mad.
That one time he had that red pepper, he got so mad. But yes, so it was a great night and there was no stress. It was a fun family dinner. Everyone chipped in and had a good time. And
We brought the games
They-
back.
yeah, we played Phase 10. They were watching the UFC fights in the background. Who else does family dinners once a week or once a month? I'd love to hear about it. And if you don't do it, you should really consider starting that up with your family. It's fun.
It's a great tradition that we started, and we've been doing it a long time now. I don't even know how long.
At least 5 years
No,
or longer.
Because Juniper was just. I know she was already. She was a baby. We were already doing it, and she's already going to be 8.
Oh, no, she just turned 7.
She just turned 7.
So
So at least
probably
7
like-
years.
6 or 7 years. Yep. It's been a minute. Well, Sunday we had another family barbecue, and this time it was at my family's house. So we went to my aunt's house, and my mom and dad have been staying with them. So it was a lot of fun. It was nice watching the kids have so much fun with their puppies. They've got these 2 golden labs.
They're like a year old, right?
Yeah. Are they golden retrievers or golden labs?
I don't know, but they're maniacs.
These dogs are like wild. They're still puppies. They're still getting used. I think they're going to be 1 this month.
I mean they're labs, because that's what a lab's supposed to be like.
Yes, they jump up on you. They're so excited. But you know what? We took our dog Uma with us, and within I would say 20 minutes, all of them were chill.
Because she's
Just hanging out.
She's the old biddy.
Yeah.
So she just had to let everybody know, like, this is how you're supposed to do things. Let me teach you how
Right.
to act like a lady.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Uma's so good. So we have a black lab. We got her during COVID, and big shout out to SCV Pack Walk for the exercise, because it's
Yes.
such a great way to socialize your dog, and then kudos to us, because every dog we've ever had has been well trained. Every single one.
Well,
of them.
she got her training from us and from SCV Pack Walk from the get go. So she's such a good doggy. And these kids, they had so much fun. They were in and out of the pool. These dogs got on the big rafts with them, and they were playing in the pool, having the best time. And of course, the kids always want to go on little go-kart rides, not go-kart, golf cart rides with their papa and their auntie. So they were doing that. They were just having a blast. I was like, it's time for us to leave, because y'all need to go to bed soon.
Well, you got a little
It's
sneak
school
peek
tomorrow.
of Santino driving behind the wheel.
Oh yeah, Santino was driving.
How did
the
that go?
golf cart. I was like, oh Lord, please. There's a lot of hills over there. I didn't want him to crash.
I'm surprised you guys let him drive.
I didn't. I had no say so. My aunt was the one who let him drive, and then
I'm okay with it.
Then I saw Brielle, his older cousin. I asked her, "Did you drive too?" She's 11. She's like, "No, I was too scared."
And he's 9. He's over there driving. He's
over
gonna be.
there
He's gonna be like the
driving.
little guy from Indiana Jones. What's the little guy's name from Indiana Jones? Remember, he's
I don't
driving.
know, Mr. Jones.
He's driving. He's driving Indy short round.
Short round.
Short round.
Yes.
That's gonna be Santino.
Oh my goodness. Well, they had so much fun. So thank you. Huge thank you to my auntie and uncle and my mom and dad for hosting a barbecue. We had a good time over there on the weekend.
Just, I hope everybody gets a chance to just experience something like this, because family dinners are it's so much fun. It's so important. Even sometimes it feels like, oh, now we got to go and cook, whatever you got to do, right? Because everybody has a long week, and sometimes you don't want to leave your house.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I got all this stuff to do, or, I just need a day to recover. But it's like, life is short.
Life
Just
is
go
short.
for a few hours, hang out, get
And if
your
you don't want to
fix.
leave your house to go to a family dinner, have it at your house.
Yeah, right.
That's what we do.
That's more work for people.
I know,
It's
but
a lot.
like for me, I'm usually running around right up until family dinner. Sometimes people are here before I get home.
Right.
Right. So thank you so much for preparing the meal every single week.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Tanya and Jocelyn and my brothers
And
for
Lulu.
driving. And Lulu, well, Lulu's here now.
For
But
helping out.
I'm saying for driving here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because, it's not a family dinner without family.
I know.
Right. And everybody makes that drive. And I really appreciate it.
Me too. Every weekend. So nice. Well, who else wishes they had a bigger garage or more storage?
Goodness. I will.
Oh my gosh, our
One
garage
day-
is insane right now. And it was a little out of control the other day. I keep saying, I need time. I need to go in there and organize that garage. And I organized the garage because we were bringing in all the stuff from our project we were working on because we're getting it ready for it to be sold. And so we needed to get all the staging items out. And I said, we need space for these big items. But I have to just say, I am pretty amazing at organizing a garage because
You are.
we brought all that stuff home. You went and packed it all up, brought it home, and we have more room in the garage now than before that stuff came home.
So let me tell you guys the evolution of our garage, right? So one day when we first moved into this house, we used to park 2 cars in this garage. Then as Corey accumulated more and more decorations and stuff, because Corey likes to accumulate stuff, one car was all we could handle in the garage.
We accumulated 2 children
It's
as
all
well.
we-
That's
it's
why.
all we had room for was one car in the garage. Then fast forward, we decided, hey, no point in really having an office. We work from home most of the time. And now we should stage. Do our own staging because it's more effective. It's cost effective for our clients, for ourselves, whatnot, right?
Right.
And now we have
Added value for the clients.
added value for the clients, and now we have no cars in the garage. So
We have a walkway in the garage. You
So
can get in and out of it at least.
The next step, I think I need to at least find something to cool down those seats. But I mean, fall's coming, so I guess maybe next summer I'll have to get something for the seats, or hopefully something will change and I'll have room for one car in the garage again.
Well, we have all of our office equipment, which is a lot of stuff because we had our podcast studio pretty built out. So we have a lot of extra things and we have a lot of furniture and staging items. So that's okay. I know the solution. Let's get another investment property and stage it.
We need one immediately.
Yes. Does anybody have a clue about anyone who may want to be selling their property soon? Because we may be interested in buying it.
Yeah, and we'll cover that a little bit more when we go over real estate.
Yes. Well, yesterday we went to the first PTA meeting at our children's school, and Chris, I think, thought there was going to be more parents there. I told him, wow, they're holding it in the NPR. There must be a huge turnout because usually it's just like in a small classroom. But yeah, no, it was about the same amount of people there.
Well, look, that Pico PTA, they are amazing.
Right.
So last year, I mean, all the activities that they have, and they go all out, right? So like, I'm impressed with them.
Right.
So I just figured that there was like at least 100 people deep working on events.
No, it's
And
not.
you pull back the curtains, there was like 20, and then the people that make up the board are probably like 6 people.
Right.
And it's really those 6 people that are doing the majority
And
of the
it's
work.
probably about like 24 people who really, really put their time and effort into it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
It's kind of like a real estate office, right? Like you go into Keller Williams or Remax, and they got like 300 agents. There's only like 20 agents doing anything.
yeah. So maybe we need to step it up and volunteer our time more there.
I think we do. I feel like they need us, not just us, but like they need parents to get involved,
to be
right?
involved.
And if we're able to do it, why not? Right?
We'll try because I got a lot of hats on right now, a lot of things going on, and yeah, a little stressed. So I don't really have time for that. But by all means, if you would like to do that, you are more than welcome to volunteer for the PTA. I got 2 room mom job duties going, and I don't know how I could fit
I'm
that
definitely
in.
going to do something. I mean, we got stuff coming up as well. I just had Golden Valley reach out, April Rego reach out. So we'll start talking about next show, more in September, but around the corner, Give a Turkey's coming up again.
Yes.
Mentorship over at Golden Valley is coming up again. School year started. Our first meeting's next month.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stuff. I wear a lot of hats too.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's time that I start wearing them at our school as well.
For sure.
So, yeah, I will be not involved like the 6 or the main people that are involved, but I'll definitely be helping a lot.
Maybe you could chair for something. I thought, but you do go to the All Pro Dads. So
Yeah, I go to All Pro
you're
Dads every
involved with
time.
that. Well, Chris went to an event at Pocock Brewery on Main Street, and that was yesterday. He met with the investors that developed the Newhall Crossings on Main Street in Newhall, and they are working on putting together a new project over on Main Street. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. So first, I'd like to say, man, those guys are young. It's two partners, young guys. They got to be in their 40s, right? And if you guys know where the Newhall Library is, and you make a right, everything on the left, you have, little shops there. You have Lamel Theater, a bunch of stuff. Victory Pizza, McGinn's, all that stuff is there, right? That's Newhall Crossing, right? So that's everything they built there. That's the first installment. They don't have exactly what's coming. They have some renderings, but really what they're going to do is they're going to build that on the exact opposite side of Main Street.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually the vision is when you're in Santa Clarita and you want to do something, you go to Main Street and you could just walk up and down the street, go shopping, have entertainment, have dinner, have drinks. Right now we're seeing a little bit of an oversaturation of restaurants of like, that's really what they're building there. That's what keeps popping up. But what they're hoping for is more entertainment. Like Victory Pizza is not really a restaurant. It's more entertainment.
Right.
So more stuff like that for things for people to do. But they're talking about starting construction next summer.
Nice.
Summer 2025. So that means probably the end of 2026, more likely 2027, we'll see something, an end product there. But you got to start thinking, if you're an investor, maybe you start a business right down the street from Main Street.
Yeah.
Cheaper real estate. And you'll probably get some traffic. As long as you got those good Yelp reviews and you stay open a little later, people will walk over another block.
I know everything shuts down really early.
10 o'clock.
Yeah. So
everything on Main Street shuts down at 10 o'clock, except a couple places stay open until 12.
Right. Well, if you have any ideas or some favorite places to dine out in SCV, or even if you want to bring something out here for that area, share with us. Let us know, and maybe we could drop some comments over to them.
So you know what I was thinking?
What were you thinking?
The cigar bar.
Oh, yeah.
A cigar bar on Main Street would be dope.
Yeah.
There's a funny story that these guys told, right? So I didn't know this, but check this out. I had no idea about this. So did you guys know anything that goes down on Main Street, any business you want to start up, let's say you own a building on Main Street.
Right.
And you want to have a mattress store open up on Main Street.
Right.
You cannot do that without the city's approval. They have the veto power on any business that starts on Main Street. Did you know that?
I mean, I think, isn't that how most cities run?
No, you could start up if you want to put an ice cream shop, you could put an ice cream shop.
Huh.
There you have to get permission from the city first.
Oh, that's crazy. The city's got everyone on lock, huh?
So here's a story that was told. They didn't reveal which council member it was, but the city council, obviously, what I just said, has to approve anything you have going on.
So what do they
there.
want to put on?
So when they had their vision of Newhall Crossing, they got a lot of pushback from one member in particular, no names, and they said, no, don't like it. We're not going to do it. In fact, if you want to, I need you to meet me tomorrow. Guess where they wanted to meet?
Where?
Disneyland. Yes, I need you to meet me tomorrow at Disneyland on Main Street. So the developer goes, because he's trying to get his project done, right? And the person says, and I'm going to say person because I don't want to give it away if it's a woman or a man. Look around. This is what I want Main Street to look like Main Street at Disneyland.
Oh, it is so far from that. Let me tell you, they got some work to do.
Well, they don't.
They got some work to do.
No, but that's not their vision. Their vision is not Main Street at Disneyland. They call their style Western, because you have only a handful of styles you could pick from with the city. So anything you want to do, it has to be Western, Victorian, Santa Barbaran. Like they have styles that you have to pick. And yes, I didn't know this. I could only speak about Main Street. I can't speak about everywhere, but I'm assuming it's everywhere, right? When you're starting a big development. And these guys call their style New Western.
Oh, okay.
So I like it. I think what they did down there, Newhall Crossings, looks really nice.
It doesn't look Western to me.
I mean, that's what they're calling it.
Okay.
Because that's what the city wanted. They wanted Western, so they call it New Western.
Oh, boy. Maybe they'll bring a Rattlers over there, too.
No Rattlers.
No Rattlers. Well, our producers suggested maybe put a pool hall in. That'd be kind of fun. I think they have a billiard place actually right around the corner from there that they just opened up. You should go check it out.
You could definitely put a pool hall in there, but just how much space? Those pool tables are
No,
so
but
big.
you don't want to do that. They already have one, is what I'm saying, right around the corner from there.
Really?
Yeah,
What's the name of it?
I don't know. It's either there or by the Vincenzo's over here on Lyons, but I've seen that they opened up one.
There is definitely one by Vincenzo's, but that's kind of far from Main Street.
I mean,
Might have
two
it.
in the whole city? Like, I don't know. One's enough. It looks like Monica's here with us. Hey, Monica. She said, hi, friend. I'm taking a break from volunteering. Oh, I love Monica. She's always volunteering at the school. for
Monica,
her
we
kids.
were just talking about the PTA and how important it is to volunteer. So thank you for volunteering.
Yes, that's so awesome. Well, SCV, why SCV?
We're going to be switching things to real estate.
Yes, we sure are. We now have 521 active homes on the market. Wow, that's a lot. More than 2.5 times the homes we had last year at this time. The average days on market is about 45 days. And wow, I mean, that's pretty crazy from last year. What a difference.
So it's a big difference, and people, sellers, could get worried, right? Their house has been on the market like 2 weeks. Like, oh my gosh,
2 weeks is
why
not
haven't we
that
got an offer
long.
yet? But it's not that long at all. But what we were used to the last 3-4 years is stuff being gone in a weekend,
Right.
right? So now you got stuff sitting on the market. It's 45 days is average time on market before it goes pending and then sells,
Right.
which means the whole transaction could take 75 days.
I
It's
don't
not
think-
that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. And there's a lot of great deals out there. Instead of doing like a deal of the week this week, let me just tell you, we have almost 3 times the amount of inventory we had last year at this time.
Right.
Buyers are sleeping. I keep saying this, go back and watch the previous shows. The rates are already declining. Everybody's waiting for the feds to meet on September 18th because they're going to drop the rates. They're already going down.
Now is the time to buy. It's the best time to get in because what is going to happen when the rates go down and it's officially announced to everyone? Everyone's going to jump into the market. There's
Like-
people sitting on the sidelines. They're going to be like, okay, now I want to buy. And you're going to be with everybody else competing for these properties.
Exactly. Why would you wait for a line to form and then get in the back of the line when you could start the line?
You want to hear
Right.
something really funny? Because you've been saying this for, I don't know, the last month or so. I just saw Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank. She was on TV talking about it on a news channel, saying the same exact thing.
Yeah.
You got to buy now.
Have to buy now. I mean, and Barbara's like, the guru in New York, right?
Right.
Look, I can't speak about every other part of the U.S., but here in Santa Clarita, San Fernando Valley is the same.
Right.
Right now is the time to buy. Why are you going to wait for everybody else to jump back in the market? The rates are already lower. Buy now. It's going to appreciate. All it's telling me is that we're going to have more appreciation because some people thought we might have hit the peak. We might have a little bit of a decline. We cooled down a little bit, but now with the rates coming down and job reports weren't good, the market's not doing that great. I think we're going to see a quarter rate decline. And Elizabeth Warren, which she's just another politician, but she's screaming from the rooftops that the feds need to reduce it at least 0.5%.
Oh, wow.
If they reduce it 0.5%, what does that mean for us as consumers? It means that we're going to start seeing 5s again, mid to low 5s. I don't think we're going to see that quite yet. I think we're
Right.
going to go back to like high 5s, low 6s. But even that's a huge break from the 7.5% we had earlier in the year.
Absolutely.
And last year. So jump on it right now. I'm telling you guys. And all our friends that bought, we're going to be calling you come September, a couple weeks in, to refinance because everybody that got stuck in that 7.5% rate, 7.25% rate, it's going to be time to refinance and save some money
Absolutely.
and gain some appreciation on the house you bought last year.
I know. Wow. Makes me want to go buy a property right now.
Well, we're going to be talking about that too because we do need to buy another property.
Yes, we do. Well, looking ahead to next week, we are officially closing escrow on our very first Happiness Holdings project this week. And
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. We cannot be more excited. We listed it at $535 and it sold for $545 with $10,000 back for closing costs. So we got what we were asking, right?
And you know what? And the buyers got what they wanted. And that makes a really good deal.
Yes.
Right? Couldn't be happier for these buyers. These buyers got in with a 1% program.
Right.
Almost 100% financing. We paid for all their closing costs. Well, they paid for it in their purchase price. Right? Happy sellers, happy buyers, happy nests.
They are so excited. Yes. And it's a new family. So I love when we're able to deliver a home to them that's like fully renovated, that we really stand behind and took our time making sure that everything was done properly so they can enjoy it with their new family.
What's great too is one of them are an educator.
Awesome.
So that's awesome. And let me just tell you, anybody that's looking to invest, we bought this project from start. We bought it on May 29th. Mm-hmm. We're closing August 31st. Pretty much 90 days.
Right.
We're talking about to demo the whole property.
Right.
To make any repairs, because there was some repairs we weren't counting on that popped up.
There's always something that pops up.
There's always going to be something once you start taking down walls, right? Not walls,
we didn't take down walls.
I mean, opening up some walls, because you open up some walls, you take some mirrors down, the drywall's messed up.
Right.
Oh, it's a little soft. There's a leak. You know what I mean? Stuff comes up. Anyhow, so we did the demo, we did the renovation, we got it on the market.
We staged it.
Everything from start to finish, 90 days. That is amazing.
So awesome.
Couldn't be happier.
We are so excited. So we need help finding our next project. If you or anyone you know is looking to sell your home off market, please contact us today. We do offer finder fees as well.
Now, let me just talk about that a little bit. Because let's say it's not your house, right? It could be that person on your block that they're just hoarding stuff and their house looks atrocious. The gate's falling over. Mm-hmm. The roof is, they got a tarp on their roof. The weeds are taller than you are. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want.
Right.
That's the house. So if you want to get that person off your block, make some money, and help us out all at the same time, let's do this.
Let's go. It's go time. We're ready.
Can't wait.
Well, I also get to meet with a teacher today.
Right after the show.
Right after the show, I get to go meet with one of the teachers for room parent duties. So I'm excited for that. Get that hat on for the year.
Put that hat back. Good thing we both have big heads, right? Because we wear a lot of hats.
Oh my goodness. And Chris has a home inspection and final walkthrough tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's so funny because I'm like opposite ends of town, right? So I'm going to be in West Lancaster. When I say West Lancaster, I mean way west. As west as it gets, like off the 5 freeway west in the 138. So I'll be there for a home inspection at 10. And then at 5, we have a final walkthrough in Burbank, which is great. Mm-hmm. And then, man, today we had a Sylmar property we were going to talk about. It's gone. Nothing to talk about.
Nothing to talk about.
And we have another one that we're getting ready to renovate. Before we even start the renovation, they're already putting the application for it. They already want the unit.
Yay.
This is our Silver Property Management, right? So we wear multiple hats, but it feels so good to be of service to our clients.
Absolutely.
Like we don't turn down our clients. We're like, we'll help you with that.
We got you.
Because we want to take care of them always.
Right, absolutely. Well, this Saturday, Chris also has an open house and possibly stopping by the Oxnard home on Sunday to do some work. So Chris is going to do some laborious duties for us. He's going to go dig out a tree where the roots are growing into the plumbing.
I know it sounds crazy. Well, look, the gardener we have out there, it's not like our gardener. We adopted him, right? From like that neighborhood. Like it's one of the neighborhood gardeners.
Right.
And the communication is not great, right? So like, I don't want to tell him to take something down and he takes down the wrong thing.
Right.
I just want to make sure it's done right. Plus, believe it or not, and I'm not offering this to anybody else, but it's like a stress reliever for me to just jump on a shovel and dig out a tree. That doesn't bother me one bit. That's what I did for a living. I used to break holes and dig out holes for the gas company in my 20s. I don't mind doing it. So it's going to be like a little 2-3 hour job. Go knock it out. I'll feel good. I'll get a little workout in and tree will be gone.
This guy.
And it'll be the right tree.
Let's see. Why you took down the wrong tree before?
No, I could just, so here's what happened at this house. We got a call from the city that said we have to remove these bushes are overgrown on the side of our house and impeding on the walkway. So we tell the gardener, I contact him and I say, hey, can you just shave him down, but don't remove him. Just shave him down so that way we don't get a fine from the city. So then he sends us a picture. He removed all the bushes.
The bushes are all gone.
They were beautiful.
So what was once a beautiful hedge-like fence that was about 10 feet tall that provided so much nice privacy and beauty
It's gone.
with purple flowers all over it is now some like beat up old fence that's like looks like it's fallen over because he took everything away.
So,
Like,
that's
no.
that's the apprehension of
Why?
me contacting him to remove this tree. It might be the wrong tree. It might be the neighbor's tree or something.
He takes down the beautiful tree in the front instead
Because
of
we have
the one that's
have
terrible.
some pretty landscaping there, but there's some. I want to make sure it's the right one that gets taken down.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I might go do that Sunday. I was thinking about doing it after the show, but it's just not realistic.
No. Well, it's Labor Day this weekend, right? What are your plans, everyone?
Remember when we used to do fun things on Labor Day? Now we just work.
Oh my
But you know what?
goodness.
Zero complaints. I am so happy. I thank God every single day for being busy, for being able to provide for all of us, right? You too. We do it. We're 50-50 partners on everything we do, on the workload, everything. So no complaints. I'm just happy I want to spend some time with you and the kids, which we get to do on family dinner.
Yes.
But I want to spend more time than that. So maybe we'll have time. Maybe the whole family go on Sunday. What are we doing Sunday?
I don't know, but I think I'm going to be stuck in the house working on taxes.
Oh, you got taxes.
Yeah. So, tax deadline was in April or March for business owners. And I filed an extension and I'm over here thinking, oh, I got till the 15th of October. No, it's September 15th. I have to have this done. I have not been working on it. And that's my bad. I know I should have been working on it, but there's always other fires I'm trying to put out. I always have things that are more urgent than working on taxes.
Do you?
Yes. What do you mean, do I?
I'm just saying, you do have important things all the time, but what's more important than getting our taxes done right now? That's all I'm saying.
No, I need to get it done now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that's pretty important. So you guys go have fun, go to the beach. I'll be in the house.
We just do you just miss
Working
this whole
on
conversation?
taxes.
I want to be digging out a tree.
Yeah, then you go to the beach after. It's only 2 hours.
Yeah, I guess it's not a place for kids right now.
It's really challenging to try to work on taxes when you're, running these businesses, opening new businesses, doing new ventures. And then like on the time that I'm not working, my kids want to be around me. So I'm trying to take all that in
Yeah, I know it's tough.
because one day they're not going to want to be around me. So I'm like, taxes, nah, you can wait. And now it's too late. Now I got to work on them. I'm so sad. I think I'm going to pull some all-nighters, drink a lot of coffee, stay up late.
Did we pick the wrong week to limit the kids to 1 hour a day on their iPad?
You about to get on their iPads.
'Cause
I need some quiet in this
We might have
house.
picked the wrong week for that because they were out of control yesterday.
Oh my gosh. No, they were fine.
Friday they get to be on their iPads
It's
again.
Friday.
Friday, and then you can do taxes all day.
Got to get to work. Crack the whip.
Oh, we got to get back to work right now.
Oh my gosh.
We got pickup in 15 minutes. Then you're meeting with the teacher.
Wait, is it already 2:00? Wow.
It's already 2:00.
Well, everyone, that is going to be our show. Thank you again for hanging out with us here on R&R Relationships and Real Estate. Be sure to catch us weekly on Facebook Live, or you can watch the show on YouTube. And to listen anytime you want, you can download full episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. We are your hosts, Chris and Corey Silva, and we will catch you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.